All right, I got to say one thing, though. I got to thank everybody. I'm amazed at this conference. Everybody having a good time? Does this blow your mind or what? I mean, I'm looking at this and I'm like, this man spent all this money on this. Give it up for Todd. Wow.
All right, no more clapping for me.
You get all the claps. You're the best, man. What was the number one thing you picked up from probably everybody this weekend? Invest your money, right? Invest your money, right? If you don't know the stock market, you don't know stock options, you don't know real estate, you're missing the boat. I'll be honest with you, I missed the Bitcoin boat. I did, I missed it. Does that mean that you're gonna cry for me? No, I'm a multimillionaire on real estate because I didn't miss that boat. So if you're missing the boat in real estate, you're missing the boat in stock market or stock options, talk to me. I got programs. Actually, my programs give you everything. So I want to tell you about one or two things, a couple of things. First of all, stock options, right? So yesterday, I literally opened up my phone and I made a play. I made a play about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, because I saw something amazing. I saw Boeing. You guys all know Boeing, right? Boeing Airlines, right? So what's going on with Boeing? Boeing is tanking. But you know why Boeing was tanking? Bad press and a strike. The strike's over. Here's an interesting thing about picking stocks. Sometimes the stocks, right, the stock's not performing really well. And you say, but this doesn't make any sense. Does anybody here think Boeing's gonna go out of business? Boeing will never go out of business, at least not in the short term, right? Maybe it'll change hands, but it'll never go out of business. What else do we got? We got probably the war's ending, which is kind of bad news for Boeing too, right? So part of the Trump play was Boeing dropped another 10 points. I'm like, this is too low. At 140, it's way too low. I bought a bunch of stock options. Now, John came up here and he talked about, putting millions in. I'm not putting millions in a trade. I'm like you guys. I put in $15,000 in a trade, and yesterday I pulled out $30,000 out of that trade. You guys want to learn how to do that and see stuff like that? That's the kind of stuff I teach. Anybody here a car collector? Nobody's a car collector? Collect cars, automobiles, right? Here you go, right? I have a 1920 Model T. I have an MGB. I have a couple of Jaguars, but older stuff, like really cool stuff, not like the sporty stuff. I mean, sporty, but cool stuff. I have a Cadillac Avante, for example, right? And you know what the big problem with cars is? Trying to find a place to store them, right? So what do you have to do? So you must be a car collector, Mike, right? Are you? Yeah. So you got it, right? So what do you got? Do you store your cars? Do you store your cars somewhere? Right. Right. So how much is a storage unit? $200, $300 a month for a storage unit, right? So I've got quite a few. Beautiful. I've got quite a few, right? I got quite a few of these cars. I got 8 cars. I got a 2-car garage at home, and those are my cars for me and my wife. So now I got a problem. Where am I going to put these cars? So I started looking for a warehouse. I come across this warehouse, and the guy wants $400,000 for the warehouse. I'm like, awesome. First of all, way underpriced. I was like, this is a great deal all around. The thing, to me, I thought it was worth $650, but he said he wanted $400,000, he just wanted to get out. I'm like, great. I said to him, when I give you the $400,000, you owe nothing on it. What are you gonna do with the money? He says, I don't know, I'll probably put it in an annuity or something. And I said, well, can I be your annuity? So what do you mean? She loves it, she's already figured it out. What do you mean? I said, well, why don't I just pay you a monthly payment for this property instead of giving you the $400,000? Well, he agreed to do that with $200,000 of it. So now, instead of having a $400,000 problem, I now had a $200,000 problem. So I go out to a private lender. Anybody know what a private lender is? Okay, everybody in this room is a private lender, not a company that hard money lends. That's not a private lender. You're a private lender, you're a private lender, you're a private lender, you're a private lender. If you have an IRA or you have some money in the bank or you have some money somewhere, you are a private lender. I go out to a private lender, somebody with an IRA. Anybody know what the average return in an IRA is right now? 3-5%, right, Alex? 3 to 5%, right? And that's assuming you didn't put it in an annuity. We were just having that conversation in the back, and Sorry, if you have an annuity, I'm sorry for you. But that's life. You made the wrong decision. Hopefully I can stop the next person. So if you're thinking about buying an annuity, please call me immediately. So now I say, listen, you have money in an IRA. What if I gave you a guaranteed 8% on your money month after month after month? How many would do that if you're making 3 and 4%? Would you do it in a heartbeat? Of course you would, right? What's the number one thing that you're afraid of? I'm not going to pay it back, right? Isn't that the number one thing? So if you're lending me 200 grand, you're afraid I'm not going to pay you back. Well, first of all, how much was the property worth? Anybody remember? $650. Now, I got a $200,000 mortgage with the other guy, but with you, I got a $200,000 mortgage if I borrow the money from you. And I record a mortgage on that, which means you can foreclose if I don't pay. Now, every single one of you just went, I don't want to foreclose. I hold people, it takes 5-6 years to foreclose. I don't want, right? Well, what I do is I have a contract with you that says, it's called a confession of judgment. It says, if I miss 3 payments, you automatically get the property. Now, you just made, take away the other mortgage, you just made $250,000 equity on your $200,000. Best thing that could happen to you is I don't pay you. That's how I convince people to lend me money, private lenders. And you want to know what I want to do? I want to make sure I pay them. Why do I want to make sure I pay them? I don't want to lose the property. The confession of judgment even says that if I fight you, it says right in the confession of judgment that I have to pay your legal fees and my legal fees even if I win. Do you think I'm going to fight you? No, you're going to get the property. I'm going to make you those payments every single month on time, because there's severe penalties if they're not on time, and it's going to work. So I go to a private lender. Remember, $400,000 to buy this property. I already had 2 from the seller. I needed another $200,000. But what else do I need? Closing costs? A couple of bucks, maybe $13,000, $14,000 in closing costs. So I go to the private lender, and I didn't borrow $200,000. I borrowed $225,000. Now, I borrowed $225,000. At closing, I get back $13,788, and I put that in my pocket. What I didn't tell you is the front of this warehouse has a tenant in it. After all my expenses, including these 2 mortgages, I made $300 a month. That was when I first bought it. That was 2 years ago. I've raised the rent twice since then. That was when I first bought it. And remember, what did I do with it? I put my cars in the back. How much is that a car? About $200, $300? A dozen cars? How much did I save? $1,800, $2,000 a month? All because I had a car collection. I needed to find a place for the cars. So how many of you guys would like to put $13,788 in your pocket, make $200 or $300 a month? Oh, by the way, just to clarify, there was no earnest money deposit on that deal. It was 0. All right? Make $200 or $300 a month, put that in your pocket, and own an asset that's increasing every single year. Does that work for you?